Well, good morning, party people. It is 3:51 on September 6th, 2011. And here we sit, yet still in the hospital. Um, well, I've talked to some hospice people, and at first they seemed great. I was really impressed with their facility and what they had to say, and they could not have sent a better representative to deal with me than they did. So I talked to them, and I met with their intake nurse, and everything sounded good. Discussed with them a little bit about the plan they wanted to use, but not all of it. What they want to do is they want to put me on methadone, because originally methadone was used as a painkiller anyway, and you can add a lot more drugs to it to make it more effective as it begins to wear off. And that scared me at first. And then I decided to just get over myself, and that if that was the best road to go down, then that was the best road to go down. Now, of course, my doctor has been out of town since Friday, and will be back tomorrow, or this morning. So I've been dealing with a different doctor, Dr. Kerr, and I speak to the nurse, and she talked to me a little bit about what she had planned and what was going on, and I'd ask her if she'd talk to Dr. Kerr, because it's very important to me that my current medical staff be on board with this hospice's treatment program before I say yes or no to anything. And she'd say yes, of course. And Dr. Kerr would come in and talk to me, and I'd ask if he'd talk to Laura, this intake nurse, and he'd say, no, I haven't spoken to her. And that's happened twice. So this woman has lied to my face twice. So now my faith in this facility is not what it was. So I decided that I'm only going to speak with Texas Oncology, who is my main medical staff right now, because I have yet to change from Texas Oncology to this season's hospice. So, and Dr. Kerr seemed to be on board with that. He explained to me that this nurse Laura had said something about a 5-day inpatient period where they would load the methadone into my system so it could become an effective pain reliever, because none of my current team wants to send me home unless they can be guaranteed I'll be at least as comfortable as I am now, if not more so. My pain scale, if you rated it from 1 to 10, is 7 is acceptable to me. Most people it's like a 2, 3, or 4, but for me, 7. I've been dealing with pain long enough. I could deal with 7. Right now I'm consistently between 8 and 10. Which actually Dr. Kerr has managed, and with the increase in the narcotics he's put me on, I've been right around a 7. So that's been good. So now the question is whether or not to monitor me here at Medical City, or for me to go directly into hospice care. Now, I don't think, nor does my current medical team think, that I need to be anywhere near this hospital until we figure out whether or not they can load my body up with enough methadone to make it effective. Because it would take a lot of methadone. A lot. And if they can't do it, well, then I guess I'll stay here. So, again, we're in a holding pattern. I've now been in the hospital with this particular time since last Saturday. It's now Tuesday of the following week, and I was really only home for a day. So I feel like I've been in the hospital forever, and it's driving me nuts, but I need to get this figured out. We've stopped taking chemo, which people please know does not mean I've given up. It means I have just decided to take a different road, a road that will allow me to remain comfortable enough to have some good time with my family and the people I love before the inevitable happens. Now, that inevitable may happen in 2 days, may happen in 2 years. We just don't know. But like I said before, it's probably more like days or weeks, not months or years. So while we're in this holding pattern, I've done my best to thank the people on my current medical staff for everything that they've done to me, or done for me, and all they've meant. The trust I have in them, I can't tell you what it means. It means the world. It's hard to be in such an intense medical situation where you don't trust the people who are taking care of you. And, Texas Oncology and North Texas breast surgeons have really gone above and beyond to make sure that I'm alive. It's not every doctor or group that would do that. And it's miraculous. It really has made this long journey much easier to deal with. And there's a certain amount of appreciation that goes along with that, and a certain amount of loyalty. And they have a certain amount of loyalty for me, and I just not willing to, divert all of that because this hospice nurse says she's got a bigger and better plan. Well, I don't trust her anymore, so until Dr. Brooks or, my group at Texas Oncology tells me otherwise, I'm sticking with them. They're the ones who have treated me for 10 years. It just feels like this hospice wants to get me in there as quickly as possible, and I don't want this to be about money. I want this to be about my quality of life and spending time with my family. That's what's important to me. Spending as much time as possible with my children and my husband and my mom and my grandfather and my sister-in-law and whatnot, my father-in-law, and my friends who've been so outrageously wonderful. Karen and Christine, who've flown out on a moment's notice to make sure that they see me prior to whatever's going to happen. To my friends, Johnny and countless others who have said to me, "Hey, look, Lisa, it's just a little more than I can handle," and who have talked to me on the phone anyway and made sure that they know, or that I know, that they love me as much as they do. To those friends who have come over anyway, despite the fact that it's too much for them. And the love I have in my heart and the love I have surrounding me, the support system I have, is invaluable. And I'm a lucky woman. If I close my eyes tonight and they don't open tomorrow, I will go knowing how lucky and how blessed that I am. And that's not something everybody can say. So I appreciate that. I just do. Okay, this has almost been a 10-minute blog, and I never go that long. And I'm very, very tired. And before I start speaking in tongues or not making sense, I think I'm going to go. But I want you all to know how much your support has meant to me and how wonderful it is that you all believe in me And I want you to know how much I believe in you. Have a wonderful day. And be good humans. Night, y'all.